Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is the project I will show you today. How you can create your own flip album, mini album to hold some of your photos for the summer. It's a fun album with lots of space to put your photos in and write on, and even you can close it with a magnet. So keep watching and I will show you how to create your own album. Today I'm going to create a small mini album with papers, digital papers from Bea Grob. And this is in the theme mermaids, summer, by the sea, having fun. Somewhere to collect some of your photos for the summer 2025. The digital papers are in A4 size. I printed them out in a size of A5 because it's more suitable for my size of album. It's called Mermaid Fairies, and here is how they look. Beautiful colors, and here you have some tags. And of course you need some living creatures under the sea and some fun fishes, a yellow submarine, and here you have the mermaids with some text. And you can even build your own mermaid. And you can color your own mermaid as well. And here you have other papers. You can color your mermaid yourself. And then I have some washi stickers, also in the theme Ocean Treasures. And then I have some of Bea's stamps. This is more in the theme of Mermaid Fairies, fishes under the sea. But today I feel pretty awesome. Would look nice on one of the pages, and you can put a crown on one of the mermaids if you want. And then perhaps I will use some of the stencils from Bea Grob as well. This is Coral Whisper. I really like this one. It looks great in the background. And here is Ocean Waves. Looks like that. And then Distressed Scales. Also good for water and so on. So, for the base of the album, you need one piece of cardstock, 12 by 12. Mine is blue, medium blue. And then you're going to cut it in half to 2 pieces. So 6 there. now you have 2 pieces of cardstock, 6 by 12. The next step is to score our pieces, and I'm using a Martha Stewart scoring board. I put one piece to the side for now, and this piece I call number 1, and I put it with 12 inch up, and we score at 2 3/4. I like to take many small, light, not heavy-handed, and then we score at 3, and then we move to 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, and the last one is 7 5/8, and it's the smallest line after the 7.5. So 2 3/4, 3, 7.5, 7 5/8. And then we have the second piece, number 2. This one we are going to score at 5/8. And the next is at 5. And then we move to 9 3/8. 1, 2, 3. And this is number 2. And now we're going to fold our scoring lines. So the first one, the second one can be a bit hard because the gap isn't that big. Like that. And here. And even smaller gap. Like that. And moving on to number 2. This piece we are going to move it to the back. The other ones like that. And one more like that. So this one is to the back, and the other ones is just like that. So number 2 and number 1. Now we take this number 2, we put glue on this part, only this part, and then we take part 1, and on the second scoring line, not on, but besides, we will glue them together. It's very important that we don't put number 2 on the scoring line, because then we can't fold it. So, glue on this part. And now the second scoring line right beside it. And we can see if we can fold it. Yes, we can. And now it's time to choose our pattern papers and decide how we're going to close it. When I plan my pattern paper, I always do some kind of template first, so I know the measurements that I want on my different pages. So this one, I need 2 of this because it's going on the front and on the inside of the front. And then we have this a bit bigger. Like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And then we have this flap. If you want to, you can make this into a pocket for tags, but you can also leave it like a small flap, because then you can have a bigger surface to put your photo on, and then you can write some notes here. And this is a little bit smaller than that one, so about 2.5 inch. And then you have it here. that. And now, when I know my measurements, I'm going to choose my pattern papers. I have glued some of the papers. Now I will show you how I will do the closure. I will use a magnet. So I punched out 2 circles in the same cardstock as the base, 1.5 inch. And then 1 smaller in pattern paper. time to decorate the outside and the inside. On the outside I can create with some bigger items and make it funny, but on the inside it's best to use flat things. So sticky sheets are good, or cutting out some images from the papers. I've decorated some of it because I like to put my photos in first and then decorate around them. But for you to see what you can do with sticky sheets, washi sticky sheets, and images that you can cut out, I did some. In the front I did some decorations with shelves and some Sisal and some from this washi sheet. And I also used one of the fishes and some greens. And one of the papers, there was some text, so I thought that looked good there. And then we open. So this is not a permanent photo, but it looks good there. And I put a fish and I stamped some bubbles. Here I glued down only at the bottom from one of the sheets as well. I think it was this. There you can put your tags. You can put a photo and tags. And here I did some lines to write on and some washi sticker. And the same with this. So I only glued some of it down, so you can tuck something in behind. And then we can open this. I like to put some white behind my photos. Then we can open it even more. Here is a big photo, and then you can decorate on the photo as well. And here I did a half circle of cardstock with some pattern paper and some text, and you can put the photo behind. Or you can put photos on tags and put them down. And on the background. It looks like this. And it works good with the magnets. So thank you for watching, and remember the links in the description box below. I hope to see you in the next video.